Okay, and I forgot to record the intro, so hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Fata Morgana, and yeah, in short, what I was talking about for past 2 minutes, yeah, we're going to continue right where we started. I don't know how Morgana can move on. I assume that she's trapped here. Well, she is trapped because of the curse. So maybe if we recognize her as the saint, then maybe she will be able to move on. Also, I'm worried if Giselle is still okay or not. So yeah, that's pretty much short. What I was talking about for past 2 minutes, and yeah, let's just continue. Weird intro, I know. Sorry. Professional as ever. I'm unable to make a noise. The obstructual is less mental and more physical. The excruciating pain. It's so intense, I can't even ache out a scream. My vision is distorted, my mind thick with fog. I feel like I will fall into bottomless pit if I lose my grip on my consciousness even slightly. Through the haze, I see my own severed left arm, reflected in the pool of blood. I see my face, large chunks of flesh peeled off. Yeah, because he's essentially becoming her in these memories. And he's very close to where she died. Look at you, trying to crawl up those stairs like a worm. How pathetic. It's like I'm looking at my old self. I can barely form a coherent thought. I can lament her inhuman face, can mourn for her, or be shocked by a revelation about the three men and her history with them. Pain. It fills every corner of my mind, every nook and cranny of my body. You figured it out by now, haven't you, my dear? You will never make it to me. It's not possible. But it's not your fault. It's because you're weak. Yeah, I mean, you are not supposed to have burdens such as this. No one is supposed to. What the fuck was that? There's simply no way, and no one who can bear this pain. You are allowed to give up, to rest. There's nothing wrong with that. The pain, the crushing weight is miserable, isn't it? The thing is, Morgana, you didn't had any motivation to move through this though, because people can master enormous strength if they have a reason for lifting up a car because your child is under it. It's the common example of that, right? So basically Michel is caring for Giselle and he's going to push through for Giselle, and this is what Morgana didn't have and couldn't understand and still cannot understand probably. All you have to do is turn back and it all go away. The witch whispers her sweet temptations. You've put in fine effort. There's no shame at all throwing in a towel. Her voice is soft, gentle, pleasant. Sasharin. Concede defeat. If I do, it will all go away. The searing pain spreading from my stem to my left arm. The sensation of being perpetually drained of my blood. The miserable solitude of staring at a door that never opens. The laughter I can hear through the window. My miserable wailing and this maddening hatred. I can end it all. That's right. It'll all be over. You have the power to make it stop. Make it all stop. Yeah, there she is. No. I can't let that happen. No, I have to. Her back at my side. I will do anything, even if it means I end up 1,000 tiny scraps of meat. I will not give up on her, for any reason. You won't, will you? Oh, such beautiful resolve. Willing to sacrifice yourself to save the girl. Like hero of a legend. Or maybe a fairy tale prince? No, I'm not a hero and I'm not a prince. I'm human, an ordinary man. I don't have an extraordinary potential. I'm not a courageous leader or the charismatic general. I'm just a regular man. In love with a regular woman who refuses to lose her. I don't need any other accomplishments, only that. Accomplishments, only that. That's all I need. Because I'm just a regular man. My one act of resistance. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how much you cut me up. Nothing changes what I have to do. That's the resolve right here. I have to take her back and set her free of this mansion, nothing else. And never will I back down on that. Yeah. What will happen to Morgana if she doesn't have a host? Because she said like she needs someone to fulfill her like wish, basically, right? So I guess like before Giselle came in, she was just like a ghost in this place and like couldn't do anything really. Just feeling the, you know, just remembering like her hatred and stuff, but couldn't do anything about this. Answer no. As long as I can move, I must push forward. I must make my way to the woman who waited for me for so long. Up, to the roof, to the top of the tower. Forward. Ever forward. Ever onward. Dragging my bloody body. Paying the pain, no mind. I once more arrive at the top of the observation tower. Okay. I place my hand on the door, holding myself up with the lacerated right arm. Take a moment to catch my breath. I wonder what he's going to see here. Because Giselle is supposed to be here, but on the other hand, this is the place where Morgana as well died. Right? Oh my god. Take a moment to catch my breath. Then lift my head. Gaze into the void and shout her name. Morgana? I pity you, I truly do. You are a saint, shackled to the unfathomable fate, and for that I am enraged. As I felt your pain, as I watched your life, I too felt a burning hatred for those three men. If you truly feel that way, then why can't you stay here with me? Yeah, like, why do you need me? That's my, like... This is your hatred, not mine. I feel for you, but they didn't do technically anything to me. And also you hurt Giselle, you make her feel pain as well, and I love her, so... Yeah, not gonna happen. I sympathize with you, but... You know... This is not how you make people, like, siding on with you. Exactly. On everything. We're all dead anyway. We've reached our ends. Do you honestly think there's anything more for us? There isn't. The end is the end. So what do you say? The three of us, me, you and Giselle, torture the three of them and everyone they cared about. Make them suffer here for eternity in this house. In that way, you and Giselle can be together forever, too. Yeah, but this is not who they are. Like, she's like trying to change them into who she is, basically, right? Because they don't feel like this hatred. He feels this hatred for, and like, he thinks like, yeah, they deserve that, but he's not Morgana. That's not an option. Why not? Because hatred only brings you pain. Okay. So we're going to so Michel is going to try and save Morgana, it seems. He acknowledged her to be a saint, so that's not the point, but it seems like he will try to talk her out of like hating them. But how can you forgive something like this? What the fuck? Sure, that's brilliant. You spouting stupid potties to me. I can't believe my ears. Save your nonsense, moralizing about how hatred does you no good. I won't hear it. I'm doing just fine by myself, my dear. In fact, I've never been better. I feel wonderful. Did you think that would be enough to persuade me? Really? How disappointing. And here I thought you understood me. Morgana, why don't you say what you really think? Go right ahead, hate me as much as you want. But keep me and Giselle out of it. Why don't you just say that? Yeah, so her whole being is just like for hatred, so basically she's fine if like someone hates her. So maybe she hates herself too, in a sense, you know? Maybe that. For some reason she hates herself too. Huh, maybe for trusting them. I do feel bad, truthfully. For all the time we spent together, never once I did ask about your life. I was so focused on myself. And in the end I pushed you away. That you did. You wanted to be with Giselle, so you pushed me out. I wish I had asked you sooner. It wouldn't have changed anything though. One parliament knowing what I went through would hardly be enough to erase the loathing I bear. It would have turned out the same regardless. There was nothing you could have done for me. There is nothing. Still, I would like to apologize. Had I known that you carried what you carried in your heart, perhaps I could have chosen my words better. Instead of rejecting you, I could have chosen other response. I can't remain in this house, nor can I allow her to stay here. So I would like to apologize for both my past actions and my present. Yeah, this is something she never heard before. Okay, well, in that case, open the door, Michelle. I take another moment to catch my breath. Then I gather my strength into the hand on the door. Okay, what kind of horror is there? Blood seeps from my fingertips, slowly trickling down the rough surface. It reminds me of my death. Yeah, he died too, in this place. I'm coming for you. I push open the door, praying that it will be the last, that beyond it lies light for Giselle. If possible, that it might cast a bit of light on Morgana's heart as well. Oh, we're in bedroom. In master bedroom. What? Okay. However, why am I in my bedroom? Yeah, good question. What I find behind the door is the last thing I expected. Huh? As she appeared from the shadows of my chamber, I can conceal my surprise. Hi, Giselle? Are you real? Are you fake? I don't know anymore. Giselle? Is this another illusion, Morgana? No, it's not. I don't know what to trust anymore. Like, it can be just Morgana playing with us and telling us it's not an illusion while it is. I am the real me. Are you though? Oh my god, I don't know what to trust. Okay. Oh my god. Are we falling into the trap of Morgana or this is real? The room is not real. I would assume she's not real in this case. But you know what? It's safer to assume she is real, actually. So we don't hurt her by not trusting her. So I will trust you, Giselle. That this is real. This room is just like some kind of like Morgana shenanigans, and she's trying to took us off guard. I will trust you. Thank you for coming all the way here for me. You are acting a bit weird, I guess. I cannot explain this, but I feel like it's a bit weird. But I think, yeah, let's trust you. You are the Giselle. She's thanking me. So why isn't she smiling? That was very kind and courageous of you, Michel. Oh, never mind. I'm deeply moved. You would move such compassion not only for her, but for someone like me. Okay. Oh. But do you know what else you are? You are a worm. What is it this time, Morgana? What do you say we pull back the curtain, my dear? What curtain? There's one detail that hasn't yet come to light. That isn't your first return to the mansion, is it? Oh. You've been back numerous times. Each time not remembering her, and each time hurting her even more. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Oh, you know good and well, my dear. Or do you honestly believe that all these pieces were in the rightful places and you alone were some exception? So, is Michel cursed as well? I never. Tell me, how was it? Living in so many different eras, not knowing who you are. So basically the reincarnations of the white-haired girl, right? So it was like really the reincarnations of Michel. It's not like it was not Michel, it just was that he didn't remember her. And playing with all the different men. No, you're out of your mind. You make it sound like I was. Not like, my dear. You are the white-haired girl. This is the thing I was told about. You realize when I stopped like making furies about and like being stopped confusing after about third door ending, like I was confused why we are Michel. We left the door and we saw Michel because we are the other Michel. We are the white-haired girl. I could probably figure it out by myself somehow at some point, or maybe not. But yeah, anyway. I mean, it's been around theory about this, right? But he was like always like pronouncing himself as he and stuff because he have memory of like his earliest like himself as Michel, like the original one, right? So this incarnation have basically his memories, and the other ones from the doors did not have this. But yeah. Enough. How could anyone possibly confuse me with her? To tell you the truth, I couldn't see you as anyone else. Your white hair, red eyes, porcelain skin, and your name. Yeah, pretty much the same. Tell me about you. Tell me what about you isn't the same. We're not the same person. I saw the letter. What? The one you had hidden. Oh! But it was like, it turned into like stained with blood or something, right? Like she didn't read this. No. And you didn't think that was worth mentioning? What? Okay. Some past of Michel, okay. No, Giselle, I didn't mean. You're exactly right, my dear Giselle. He deceived you. He kept a very important secret from you. What? Despite showing up before you multiple times, he cast you aside again and again. No, that wasn't me, it wasn't. It all makes sense now. Nothing you ever did was for me. What? Giselle, I... Go on, Giselle. Tell him exactly how you feel. Michel? Don't, please don't. Don't say it. Not that, please, I'm begging you. You are... Stop, please don't, Giselle. You are what? Not actually. Please. Don't say it. Am I not all, are you? Okay, so... It's not like we are a reconstruction of white-haired girl, because I assume... Okay, so that wasn't really like that much of a spoiler, I guess, because I still didn't like get it, like totally. But this fits the fury I had back in the times when the guy in the cottage said, "Is that true that you don't have?" You remember that quote from the cottage? That's when I said like it is possible that this is a thing. Like he's been raised as the next heir, and they needed the head of the family as the man, so they raised her as him. Basically, that's what happened. Okay. You're disgusting. What the fuck, Giselle? You're the only one it could have been, my dear. The only one who could have been the white-haired girl. I mean, we thought like these are like reconstructions, right? Before. The next moment, my whole world comes tumbling down. I would born in anything. Maybe it wasn't really Giselle. I don't think Giselle would give a fuck about that. I mean, yeah, it's a detail, I guess, to hide that very important detail. But still, like, Michelle is still Michelle, the same Michelle you knew, so you should still be on good terms with her, I guess, right? Losing my arm, having my face torn off. Any amount of pain I could have handled it. For you, I could have done it. But this, hearing those words coming from your mouth, be rejected by you, that I cannot. Those words, they bury me alive. And you are the one person I never wanted to hear them from. Okay. When I learned my father Antonin had passed away, I wrote 2 letters. Oh! Oh! Okay. One to my brother and one to my mother. It was the first time I had found the courage to face my mother. To open up to her. I wanted to show her who I was, convince her that I wasn't cursed. So I could be myself when I returned to the capital of Giselle. Dear mother, there is something I wish to tell you. Something that means a great deal to me. So I ask of you, please hear me out. And I ask you, please accept it. Mother, I no longer bear any resentment for my present lot in life. Nevertheless, I would ask for you to concede one thing. That I was never cursed. That I was always your son. That I am Michelle, not Michelle. Okay, I have found someone whom I care for dearly. A woman. And I love her with all my heart. I would like to spend the rest of my life with her. I do not wish for much, simply to have a quiet life with her. To go through our days together, man and woman. That is the one thing I want. Mother, I know you are aware that my body is no longer female. I am a man. My heart is male. And I ask of you to please accept that. I have no grudge with you. In fact, I am incredibly grateful to you for bringing me into this world. With love, your dearest son. Whoa, what a letter, holy shit. So, she's been raised as the guy and then got casted away because... What's the curse here? What they... Okay, my brain cannot comprehend what is, like, the curse here. Is it that like... I don't get this. What's his curse? My brain cannot comprehend what in this whole thing is a curse. What they would see as the curse. Like, if they raised her in this way, then this is not the curse that's... What? That it's a guy. Because that's how he been raised. I'm so fucking confused. What's the curse here? Why would she say that he's cursed? Huh. Anyway. Shortly after sending that letter, I was killed. Okay, yeah. So that was sent actually someone from from the family. My mother just wanted to kill him. I'm dragged down against my will into the darkness. Beneath me spreads my own past. My door. The door I swore never to open. But despite all my efforts to resist, the door sucks me in. Into a world I never wanted to see again. A history I never wanted revealed. A past I never wanted anyone to see. Nonetheless, the door opens. Oh my god, we actually have Michel door. 86, 2 question marks. Okay, how far is it? Okay, let's see. 1 second. I have to... Yeah, I had to put up my notes. It was 58, right? 1058. Holy shit, this is 500 like years before Giselle took of the grandfather. Like, took the care of him. Like, no, this is like... Wait, no, this is wrong. Yeah, it's like 600 or like 500 years before the first door, before Giselle. Holy crap, this guy is old. There were 2 things out of the ordinary about that baby. Also, we're going to end episode, but not yet, because I want to understand what they think is the curse. What were out of the ordinary about the baby? 2 things. What can you make like out of the ordinary of the baby? Probably like what? Pale skin and red eyes, right? But that's it. First, it's a parents embrace it. The second, they wholly reject it. Okay. Although it was some time before the baby's second peculiarity emerged. The hell? And until it finally did, no one was any the wiser. Not even the child itself. Its mother surely enjoyed that brief period of happiness before her child finally realized the truth. Behind the fact, the moment it had let out its first cry, everything came crashing down. To this day, she still doesn't know the child she gave birth to. That she had loosed a curse upon the world. A curse that turned angels into demons, humans into witches. Okay, they didn't tell me what are the details. Okay, they will. Okay, maybe I will not cut the episode here, actually. I will just continue, god damn it. Ah! My god, look at that. Oh, Lydia, that's her name? I forgot. Ah, she's beautiful, isn't she? Yeah, so definitely born as the girl. Have you seen her laugh? No, not yet, I haven't. At any rate, that color certainly is something else. God gift to us. No, she's an angel sent from heaven. An angel? Yes, I can see it now, Lydia. Her white hair and almost translucent skin is beautiful. My, she opened her eyes. Oh, okay, they like the hair and the skin, but they don't like the eyes. I see, okay. So, red eyes are really like being considered cursed back in the times or something? Or like just because it was like unusual. I mean, like, probably they had pale people, right? Like, that was like uncommon, but people were like pale and probably had white hair, like albinos and stuff. But the red eyes are probably like much rarer, right? And they never saw something like this. Maybe she felt you nearby. Huh? Do you like your father more than me? Is that it, sweetheart? Gorgeous, aren't they? Oh! Never mind, mother is fully supportive, like she loved her baby. So Antonin had a problem with eyes. But then why she hates him or her? Michelle. Such a deep... I mean, at this point it's she. Still wasn't raised up. It's just a baby. Such a deep, enchanting color. Like two little jewels. Oh, that they are. Magnificent shade of red. I've never seen anything like it. And this is our child. She's special, I can feel it. We have to take good care of her. She needs a name. One that is just special as her. Okay, it seems like Antonin doesn't mind either. Ah. Have you already chosen, Antonin? You were the one begging for the girl. You do it. Besides, I already had to rack my brain for the boys' names. Now it's your turn. You're really going to let me? I'm high. Quite a lot of pressure. Name her after the angel then. Oh, I like that. Alright then. We can call her Michelle, after the Archangel Michelle. You will grow up to be beautiful as an angel, my Michelle. I've always wanted a little girl. Okay, what happened? What kind of curse? What do you mean? I'm so confused and like interested. What went wrong? When? How? You had snowy white hair, skin so pale you could see the veins beneath it, and her ruby red eyes. Also, it doesn't seem like my theory is correct from before. Like, she was raised as the guy because they needed like man as the potential head of the family or something. It's not that. So what happened? She was a very peculiar looking little girl, and her mother showered her with love. Or maybe like people around like saw her and like didn't like to like be with her because like how she looks, because red eyes, pale skin cannot like go onto the sun and stuff like this. They judged her cursed. Maybe she acted boyish, basically. Maybe that as well. I have no idea. She truly believed her daughter was an angel sent from above, born as the human child. The blessed babe, born a girl, was given an angel's name. Michelle. Me. Okay. Checkmate. Oh! Oh! Is that the painting? Wait. Is that the painting Michel had in his room? I don't think it is the same, but maybe it was like his painting, basically. Okay, also we don't have a sprite, we have just a painting here. Dieter. Who the hell is this guy? The hell? Okay. Ah, I see that's what you did. Curses, I completely overlooked that. I thought you were advancing with your pawns, but that was all diversion. You are too short-sighted, Dieter. Didier. You need to look on the bigger picture. Sometimes as tactician and not the soldier holding the sword. Ah, you got me. You're quite good at this, Michel. What inspired you to have such aggressive strategy? It was not inspiration. It was derivation. Derivation? Chess in many ways similar to real war tactics. Ah, my military texts. You haven't read all of them, have you? I have nothing but time. Okay. So she wasn't really particularly happy about her like nobility family, I would say, right? I mean, she could like go outside because of her like skin condition and stuff, so probably didn't have like friends or anything. Impressive. Even I haven't read all the books in my room. You planning to join the order with that kind of knowledge? You jest. You are the one who's going to be a knight, Didier. I just fucking realized. Is that the knight that killed her then? That killed him in the tower? Is this the night? What? Okay, if they're like really on good terms here, what kind of fucking betrayal is that? Oh my god. Huh, that I am. What is the man's job after all? I want you to be there to welcome me home. Tough. Georges, okay. This is like the brother. Didier? Oh, Didier. I'm in a bit of bind. Could you... Oh, hello there, Michel. I know you were home, Georges. Just got back, yep. Oh, playing chess again, are you? Maybe I will cut this, you know, I don't know what I will do. I just couldn't stop recording. Maybe I will cut this into 2 episodes, maybe not. I don't know yet, to be honest. Just got back up, yep. Yeah, playing chess again, are you? Let's see, what do we have here? So, yep. This is interesting, they showed like that. Not like actual sprites. These are like paintings. Get away from poet. You got trounced, huh? You call yourself her big brother. Never mind, Didier. Oh, this Didier is her brother. I thought it's like some guy that's just like got like on very good terms with her and like tried to like, you know, marry her or something. Oh, so the knight was her brother. Oh, that's even worse. Oh my god. As if you are in the butter. That's not funny, Georges. I cannot approve of someone who can't keep up with the flow of battle becoming a knight. Given our family rank, you would eventually be put in charge of other soldiers. That you are what? That are you? What are you? What? Are you worried about me? No, I'm saying... I've been blessed with such a caring sister. But fear not. I have a guardian angel after all. What's the logic in that? Sorry to interrupt your moment, but... Does nobody listen to me? Yeah, no, don't pout. So, what seems to be a problem, Georges? Oh yeah, listen to this. Also, remember that little flashback that we had? Like, there was like, I couldn't like believe that you... like make me like basically dating a dam, something like this, right? There was something like that. So, is it possible that they... Oh, they deceived someone. Okay, so there was a girl, probably, that they needed, let's say, quote, quote, in the family, like her wealth maybe or something, you know? And they needed to, like, someone to, like, marry her to. And since Georges and Didier couldn't, because I don't know, like one was on the war, the other was already married or something. There was only Michel, and Michel could be both names for like guy and girl. So they started to like making her to act as the man, so they would get married into the and this other girl would be married into the family. And that's like when the truth got discovered, everything crumbled down, and because of this trauma, Michel never told the truth to Giselle because he's been afraid of that times from before, and decided to always act as the guy from that time, and never disclose the real identity, probably, or something. The real card is holding a swordsmanship show, and for some reason I was selected to participate. How unfortunate for you. I see you on the ground sobbing. Hey, no, that's just mean. Besides, my hands weren't meant to hold a sword. Look at those dainty fingers. They're covered in calluses. Okay. Dainty calluses. Tell me, why would have an artist sword fight? That's the whole point, I would think. No need to get so worked up. No one expecting you to win. Maybe not, but we have the name to worry about. And you know what that means, don't you? I'm going to lose, that's given. But I want to do it in style. I feel bad for your sword. Ah, don't be like that. Come on, time's wasting. To the courtyard we go. Just so you know, if I train you, I'm going to train you right. All I want to know is how to look good. Okay. What was that, Michel? May I watch? Fine with me. But you know you can't go outside, yeah. I'll be watching from the hall. I can open the windows facing the courtyard. Still, you need to be careful. You can't spend too much time in the sun. I know. Okay. I had two older brothers. The eldest, Didier, belonged to an order of knights that served the church. Yep, that's the guy who killed Michel in the times, yeah, okay. Wait, it doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, 1 second. I need to save and check the video for a second, like what I have recorded. Did I mistake the date? Is it 1058 or is it like something else? I just realized that if like the knight was like her brother, then it should be like the reconstruction brother. Because... oh no, wait, oh my god. This is second episode or first episode, right? I fucked up the days so hard. You probably commented on this already. Even without me uploading the episode. I looked at the first door. Fourth door is 1099. I looked in the wrong order. So this is like it's 50, so yeah, like yeah, it works. It feels like to how long he's been like imprisoned in the mansion. Yeah, so the dates works. I was like, wow, 600 years before, what the fuck? And I got confused, like, how can I like brother be still alive and stuff like this? My bad. Sorry, I looked on the wrong dates. Okay, sorry. I know. You can calm the fuck down. I recognize my error, okay? Dates works now. The eldest, Didier, belonged to the honor of knights, yeah. And below him was Georges, who served as the court artist. Okay, so this painting was made by him, probably. He was in all likelihood who would inherit the family estate, as knights were not formally allowed to own property. Nonetheless, the Bollinger family name was upheld by Didier. And then there was me, the youngest, the only daughter. Physically, I was not in particularly good health. Because of the color of my skin, I was hypersensitive to sun. I rarely left the estate. My ward was contained entirely within these walls. And perhaps, out of some sense of pity or compassion, my two brothers spent a good deal of time with me. Didier played chess with me, and Georges taught me how to draw. And among other things, they taught me how to read and write. For a girl, I was incredibly fortunate. The one thing I wasn't allowed to do, though, was hold a sword. While hardly anything unusual, it bothered me deeply. And it had for as long as I could remember. If I had been told I couldn't do it because I lacked the strength, I probably could have accepted it. But the reason given was not that I was weak. Yeah, it was because you were a girl, huh? Yeah, that was because I was a girl. And with each passing year, the smoldering frustration in the back of my heart grew larger. Oh, come on, put it back into it. Like I said, all I want is to put on a good show. Oh, I will put you in a good show. Unless you learn how to swing the sword properly. Quite a show, sorry. Give me a break. Out in garden, my two brothers traded swings, bare-chested. All I could do though was observe from afar. And every time I found myself forced to watch, I felt sharp pain. Like a needle piercing my chest. A needle that seems to be growing ever thicker. My mother and brothers loved me dearly, but it didn't change the fact that the outside world lay beyond my reach. I was trapped in the estate by my own body. At first, I thought that was the root of my pain, but that answer seems to contradict something inside me, something I couldn't explain, something I couldn't ignore, even as a child. So I searched within myself, trying to find an explanation for the constantly swelling sensation of wrongliness inside me. Day after day, I gazed into the cavern of my own heart. My, now what are you two doing? What are the two of them? What are the two of them doing out there? Jesus was asked at the swordsmanship show at the royal court, so Didier helping him. Swordsmanship? Oh, I just can't stand those shows. Blades are so dangerous, I can't watch people swinging them at each other. Yeah, Michel is like, yeah, that would be cool to just, like, you know, swing the sword. Why don't you come back to your room with me, Michel? I would love to teach you how to sew. Yeah, that's not exactly activities that she would like to have. But Mom, I want to watch them practice. Michel. First of all, you need to watch how you speak, young lady. Do not call me Mom, you called me Mother. That is what happens when you spend too much time around boys. As your mother, I don't approve of you playing chess. I don't approve of you playing chess or making an art. What? Playing chess or making art is wrong? What kind of fucked up logic is that? I'm very bad at history. I haven't, like, I can assume or like think like how the times were back in the days. But really, like, playing chess or making art was like considered like not a woman job, basically, back at the times. I felt like they could like be artists or like play chess. Couldn't they? Huh. A woman has no need for such skills. They will only make you look insolent. Okay, maybe that was actually a thing. But I want you to grow up to be a respectable woman. That is my job and my dream and your mother. As your mother. Now, come. I would rather you looked at some fine embroidery with me than the couple of sweaty men. Yes, mother. You're my little girl after all. Spending time with mother was agonizing. Was it because her world was so isolated? No, that wasn't it. So that's why her mother like hated Michel basically. Because at some point Michel stand up her ground and she was like, nope, I'm not sewing, I'm just playing chess and like I'm using the sword, and so fuck you. And that's why she felt like, so this is the curse, isn't it? For like, they think like it's a curse. Right? They're like, you are possessed by the spirit of man or something, you know, I don't know. Something like that. Like your brain is not working correctly to something, you know, like they will come up with something. But yeah, basically mother will be like devastated because she wanted a girl and like raise her with like, you know, like how she was raised and like according to the times. And she didn't have any of it. Okay, so it's something like that, I guess. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, that wasn't it. Her gentle voice, the sweet scent of her perfume, the way she constantly told me how much she loved me, and her diatribes about how wonderful it was to be a girl. Everything she did put so much pressure on me. And above all, she loved to say, "You are my little girl after all." And there was nothing strange about that at all. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw the daughter of a noble. That's who I was. So the only thing wrong was how I felt. But every time I was faced with the reality of who I was, my heart wavered. I had no interest in learning to embroider. I didn't understand why that was necessary. I knew that purposes served. Everything she taught me, I would need when I was wed off to some noble boy, and it was my responsibility to learn these things. It didn't feel right though. I couldn't even accept the fact that one day I would be married. It was but an ominous shadow lurking in my future. I would have preferred ravaging the books in Didier's room than having a conversation with my mother. Tales of heroes, of old and dauntless soldiers, military texts written by the tacticians in the midst of war. Thinking about them set my heart aflutter and made me think about my brother. He was training to be a knight. I envisioned armor flecked with rust, a longsword glimmering with the blood of savages. Soon I found myself in my fantasies, imagining how the sword would feel in my hands. The sensation of the hilt beneath my fingers, swinging it gallantly, like my brother. How heavy was it? How much muscle would I need to carry it? How much impact would I feel in my hands when I struck something? How restricted would my vision be wearing a helmet? How much did it weigh? How hot was it inside? I had no way of answering any of those questions though. Kill me now. I have some clothes, if you would like to wipe yourself off. Oh yeah, thanks. I'm so dead. You waited it for a long time. I never known D to half-ass something once he gets started. Okay, which I guess it makes him a knight material, but are you opposed to him becoming knight? Well, you know, I kinda assumed he would inherit the estate and taking a keen care of everything. It's like, why he's gotta go and be some priest whipping boy? I don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that though. He wants to fight for the greater good. I don't know. Despite the name, he wouldn't be doing much fighting himself. Anywho, someone as passionate as him might be able to make changes for the better. Changes? He knows the condition the order is in. That's why he's joining. Figure he wants to wipe them into shape, melt them down, and reforge the whole thing. Very ambitious. Heh. And seems like he became the captain of the knights or something, right? Because he had like his little like order basically, right? When they came to the mansion, to the church. So he might be able to change things. What are you muttering about, Michelle? Oh, she's hoping that he will allow her to join. Oh, wow. Hey. Whoa, hold it. The pain I felt in my chest when I smelled the sweat emanating from George's body. When I looked at his slender but distinctively male build, I was convinced it was admiration. Did I want to become a knight too? Maybe the discomfort I felt was because I wanted to be like him. Would it all go away if I were able to change the rules and I could join the order as well? I was positively it would. Yeah, your mother will hate it so much. Oh yeah, she's going to hate it. Didier? Michel? Hold on. Also, yeah, Didier seems like to be very chill, by the way. If like mother is like, nope, you are not playing chess, and also George as well, like Georges, like both of them are very supportive to Michelle in any way. Like they don't care about what she's doing, basically. Like if like Didier and George would be like, no, like chess is not for women, so they would not play with her like that. Wouldn't let her watch their sparring matches. Wouldn't let her Dieter wouldn't let her play chess with him. Georges would be like, why are you playing chess? Like they are awesome brothers at this point in the story. Hold on, you can't come breaking into my room unannounced. I'm trying to change. We need to talk. I said stop. You're a girl. You can't just walk in on a man as he's changing. I see no reason for you to be self-conscious. Listen to me, Michelle. Georges tell me you're planning to overhaul the order. He told you that? No, I hardly have such grand aspirations. Don't be the coy. I believe you have what it takes to do it, Dieter. Yeah, so you are my hope, basically. What's gotten into you? You are unusually fiery today. So I want to ask you a favor. When you have enough influence in the order, I would like to make me a knight too. You what? I'm tired of the way mother treats me. I always saying I can't do this or that because I'm a girl. I want to learn how to swing a sword. I don't want to be embroidery. I don't care about jewelry or fancy clothing. Michelle, what's gotten into you? I'm so much more interested in the world you live in, Didier. So please, well, I suppose we must have let ourselves spend too much time with you. Not you too. That's exactly what mother said. First of all, Michelle, you don't have the strength to hold a sword. Then I will train until I do. And if it doesn't work, I still have my mind. You know, good and well, I could. People are not chess pieces, Michelle. That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, you are not playing with human lives. I mean, yeah, you just don't. It's not like you can just like be tactician and just say like, yeah, I will send this guy to death and then like this will attack and maybe some of them will die but we'll win. That's not how the fuck this works. But Didier, but above all, you're missing the most important point. I will not for any reason become the kind of man who makes a woman take up a sword. Okay. Didier, this may seem normal to you growing up with two brothers, but I want you to listen to me, Michelle. Men and women walk different paths. Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies. And they do so to protect the weak, women and children. I'm here to protect you and your mother. You're no different than her. I mean, his reasoning is different from her mother as well. It's not like... He's like giving basically the reasons, right? It's not like the mother is like, no, you are not like that because like, just because you are a girl and stuff. And Didier is just actually making a good points here. So she's like, would like, just accept it, you know, in the times. I mean, like, yeah, like, the soldiers were like, I think like, I have no fucking idea of the history. When we had like some kind of like first woman knight, when did that happen? I think it's been a very long time, right? I mean, we had like Joan d'Arc, right? Just, I don't know if a knight is a good thing, but she was like wearing an armor too, right? And stuff. Was there someone before? When the times changed? I have no idea. Maybe you know, and you know something about history, so you can teach me. I'm really curious when the change happened. You don't treat me any different on her. Honestly, what's gotten into you, Michelle? He is actually treating her differently. He's not like stubborn just because. He's like genuinely worried about you. Why wouldn't I treat you like a daughter of the Bollinger estate? Your brother and I, we never meant to make you think. Forget it. What? I'm sorry, I knew what I was asking was foolish. Oh? But I thought you would understand how I feel. Even just a little bit. What was I expecting for him to understand? Even I didn't understand the thing I felt. I wanted to know what had gotten into me. Far more than he did. What I had done was no better than to throw a temper tantrum. That I was that desperate to become a knight? Was I that desperate to become a knight? No. I had just thought that the key to change my heart lay down that road, but ultimately there was nothing. Assuming Didier had agreed, and assuming I did become a knight, it wouldn't do anything for the core problem. As I dashed from my brother's room, I snuck a peek at him. His face was filled with intense perplexity. And how could I blame him? I had tried to push a dozen different ideas into him at once. Filled myself with a vain hope that he would somehow be able to make sense of me when I couldn't even make sense of myself. And now bubbling with unwarranted anger at being let down, I fled to my own chambers. I can only imagine how frustrating that must have been for him. Okay. It was the spring of my 14th year, and something happened here, but we will see this in the next episode. I will keep this episode as one, actually. Oh. I will keep this episode as one. I'm not going to cut this, so it's kind of long episode. It's over an hour, I think. Or at least around the hour. So, yeah. Then we have the backstory for Michelle. We're going to learn about the other girl, probably, that was like supposed to be with her, maybe? Or maybe... Oh, I just thought about this. What if like she got actually arranged a marriage with the guy, but she didn't act it as the girl, you know? She was like disobeying, doing like not sewing, like playing chess and like do stuff that the man was supposed to do, and he was angry with it, and like he like said like, no, I'm not marrying her, basically, right? And that's like fucked up Bollinger family, basically, or something. Anyway, very interesting story, very interesting backstory for Michelle. I wonder how this will unveil at the end, like why ultimately Michelle got sent to the mansion, casted away like that. I'm very curious. I'm really curious. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me for this episode. You leave your comments down below. You leave your like if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more. Check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see the episodes earlier. Thank you once again. And for now, Pocket Watch is going out.